Welcome, everybody, to episode 28 of Comic Confidential, the weekly podcast where we bring you the week's comic-related news, views, and reviews. I'm your host, Amy, and with me, as always, is the wonderful Cade.
Hey.
And the beautiful Troy.
Oh, cool. That's good, because I was going to say I wouldn't call him wonderful. But then you called me beautiful, and you redeemed yourself completely.
Well, fuck you, Amy. I'm done with this podcast.
That's it. That's the last time you ever intro the show. No, I enjoyed it. You're on, kid.
Yeah.
You're going places.
You're going places. You're doing stuff.
You're doing stuff. How's everybody's week's been?
Flat out.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Flat out and amazing.
Yep.
Amy got a new job.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, congratulations.
Thanks.
I did not.
Either did I.
Oh, okay.
We're living the dream.
We are living the
Well,
dream.
I just keep moving up in the social status of the group now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Doing
are now,
intros, getting new jobs.
You are now the alpha
Alpha male.
Alpha
of,
male.
of Comic Confidential. I'm on my back right now, showing my belly. If that's a thing that people do.
Please never do that.
Let's move on.
Let's.
Should we thank some people?
Yes, let's thank some people.
Hey everyone, thanks. You guys, you listeners out there. Yeah, and we're done. No, look, thanks for listening, subscribing, and reviewing the show as you do. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at Comic Confidential Podcast, Instagram and Twitter at Comic Con Pod, YouTube at search Comic Confidential in the search bar.
We've had like heaps of people saying we're doing it wrong, but I'm pretty sure we're
Searching YouTube wrong.
not. Well, no, like they say you can get a name, but I'm pretty sure you need like 1 million subscribers to do that.
Yeah.
And we've got like
Not
half a million.
That, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we've
like
got half a million.
We're on the way.
Yeah.
We're on the way.
Nearly there.
So once we get there, then we'll give us a name.
Either
on
way,
YouTube.
all you have to do is go to YouTube, search Comic Confidential, and we're there. Hit subscribe, and watch some videos or something.
Yeah.
There's a website.
There is a website. That's comicconpod.com. Also got a Patreon. If you want to support the show, jump on there. That is patreon.com/comicconpod. And we got a loot crate.
We do.
If you want some cool shit.
In
and
a
wanna
crate.
In a crate.
I love getting shit in crates.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Be careful what you say there, Amy.
Everyone.
Christmas
take
is coming.
Yes. But yes, if you want to get some cool shit and want to support the show, jump onto our show notes and
Have a look.
have a look at our notes. Whatever.
You nailed it, champ. That's excellent.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Look, let's talk about some news. There's actually a bit of news. I thought it was a slow news week until I was brought up to speed.
Until like the last 5 seconds, I was like, oh shit, what about this?
Yeah, then this happened and this happened. First of all, let's talk about, though, the success of Suicide Squad. Because for a movie that was, you would almost say universally panned by critics, which is fair. We reviewed the show last week. We enjoyed it. We thought it was great fun. And it seems that a lot of people either do as well or they've at least given it a shot to go out there and have a look. Because this thing broke the August record and brought in $135 million in its opening weekend domestically, which is a lot. Because I think if I'm right, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure the previous August record was Guardians of the Galaxy at about 97 million.
That's a big gap.
That's a big gap.
Yeah.
So that's showing that the movie has a lot of pull, regardless of whether critics like it or not.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting at about $304 million worldwide so far, which is
shit. That's not bad.
That's not bad for a movie that's barely been out a week.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's showing a lot of success. Almost made double its money back within its first week. So that is a success, whether you like it or not.
Yes.
Critics
Suck on
and
that.
haters of that movie.
Hey, talking about some numbers here, we haven't got this jotted down, but I want to talk about Ghostbusters.
Yes.
That is still $60 million in the red.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I read that.
Which doesn't bode well for a sequel.
No, not at all, but I don't think it would have got one anyway with how much hate it got for what is actually a pretty decent movie.
Yeah, I liked it.
Well, remember that it actually, it got initial hate, but it kind of pulled it back. I think it once people actually got a chance to go out and see it, like they actually realized it was a pretty decent movie. Like I enjoyed the shit out of it. And if you can, like I think I've mentioned this before, but if you can pull like a 4 rating on IMDb back to like a 6 point something,
That's a big swing.
that's
really.
a big swing, realistically, when you think about it. But unfortunately, it looks like no sequel is in the works for Ghostbusters. Segue into the next news segment. Nailed it. Man of Steel 2 sequel.
That was perfect.
I know,
You
right?
did real good.
It was, made less perfect by the fact that I referenced how perfect it was.
Yeah.
but,
It's all right. We'll let it slide.
So Man of Steel 2 is reportedly in the works.
Pre-production or something like that, but
Some kind of production.
Active development.
active
Okay.
development.
Is the word, which is basically saying that Warner Brothers have come out and they've said that it's a top priority for them. So they definitely want to get it off the ground. A lot of people considered Batman vs Superman as a sequel to Man of Steel, but it's actually not.
No.
As I read earlier, you would compare that to, say, the Avengers being like a sequel to Captain America: The Winter Soldier,
Yeah.
or something
Or
like that.
Iron
Yeah, what I
Man
mean.
or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. So that's good though, because as much as there are criticisms and all that sort of stuff, and keep in mind there are no directors on board. There's nothing that has been released. The only thing we would know, obviously, is that Henry Cavill will be back as Superman
With a mullet.
with a mullet.
Surely.
potentially.
A mullet?
Surely. And a black suit.
Well, it depends. It depends where it falls within this whole continuity.
Yeah.
Like how he comes back, because you would assume that Justice League will come out first. So then there's the opportunity for him to maybe appear at the end of Justice League and join the team.
You would think so.
So
hope
then,
so.
so then, Man of Steel might carry on from that. So who knows?
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
Quick plot to get to that. That's what you think?
To get to what? Sorry.
To the Superman sequel. I think he's going to be the villain in
Justice League.
League towards the
Ooh.
end.
Yeah.
And Superman 2 will be him redemptioning
Redemptioning
himself. Man,
Redemption
I
himself.
speak-
Redeeming himself.
redeeming himself. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good
Yeah,
one.
that's fair.
Could go either way.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll see. I, for one, am excited though. This is my excited voice, if you can't tell.
Well, I think I'm about to make you a whole lot more excited.
Oh, you are.
We've got a Supergirl and a Flash crossover, but it's a musical.
Yay!
Oh, yay. So this is separate to the four-way crossover that'll
Yes.
happen with Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow. The good thing about this, and I'm sure everybody knows this already, Grant Gustin and Melissa Benoist were both cast members on Glee.
Yes.
At some point. And they both have actually fantastic singing voices, and it's what they're known for, more than acting, I suppose.
And I don't know if you know this, Amy, but Troy is a massive Glee fan.
Oh my God! Girl after my own heart.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, look, initially I was. I will say it to the world.
Yeah,
I was
really
a Glee
liked
fan.
Glee.
Right up until probably the second last episode, and then I got too old,
I just tipped the scale.
Yeah, I
Had
just
to move
yeah.
on.
I reached 40 and I realized I need to grow up.
Yeah. So, but this should be a lot of fun, I reckon. And when we got the crossover between the two of them last, like in season 1 of Supergirl,
Yep.
it was probably their best episode of the season in
I think
regards
so.
to the chemistry between Grant Gustin and Melissa Benoist. I don't know how it's going to play out. People will probably hate it, but I think it's going to be awesome. I, for one, am genuinely excited. Like
Me
genuinely.
Well, I don't mind musical episodes. I mean, they have to put an interesting twist on it. There has to be a villain that's causing this, or it could actually be part of the Flashpoint. Like, this is an alternative universe where everyone sings instead of talking.
Flashpoint.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like a point shoe.
Yeah, get it?
Yep.
With an E on the end,
Point.
everyone. So the yeah, if you have to explain it,
Yeah, it's not
we've
a
gone
joke.
over
yeah.
this.
So I guess you're right. Alternate universe, maybe a villain causes it.
Maybe that's just how they live.
Maybe they just want to sing. Maybe they just got a song in their heart and they have to release it.
Step in their feet.
Yeah,
maybe.
a step in their feet.
Whatever.
We will stick with the CW for a second. Kevin Smith
Oh.
has been set to direct an episode of Supergirl in season 2.
Yes, apparently he cried over this. He cries over everything.
He does cry over everything. He goes full Kevin Smith all the
He
time.
goes full on Kevin Smith. Troy emptied a box of tissues after last week's episode
I did.
after he's Kevin Smithin.
I did. But can I just point out that, we have had a couple of people say that it's fine to go full Kevin Smith.
I think they're taking the piss out of you.
They might be. Who knows?
They're like listening right now and they're laughing at you.
Can we get back to the news?
Yes, we can.
There is
We've
an
had enough of reliving his
Yeah,
childhood.
there is
okay?
an actual story here. Kevin Smith, he is essentially going for the whole CW, like whatever. What's one more than a trifecta? What's that called?
4.
He's going for the foursome.
He's going for the
foursome.
foursome, the awesome foursome. So he's bagged a Flash episode. He has now bagged a CW episode. Desperately wants an Arrow episode, and assuming that he would also take on a Legends of Tomorrow if given the chance.
Do you think Arrow will friggin' last long enough for him to get a go at it?
Probably
Yeah,
not.
well, he wants season 5.
He's got to get in quick.
Actually, that is some very interesting news that like I only just saw before, and you reminded me that there's been a lot of casting sort of news happen for Arrow and things like that. Apparently, Ivan Drago has been cast as like a villain for the flashbacks.
Yes, in Russia. If he dies,
He dies. Oh, it's going to be brilliant. If he is not just Ivan Drago,
Yeah.
I will die. But but that's awesome because this is fairly and you could argue the point that that Dolph Lundgren has been kind of on the back end of his career for the longest time, but
obviously these people haven't seen the Expandables.
exactly, he's a part of
are
that.
they
That
doing?
was a massive career resurgence for him. So it's actually almost like it's pretty decent star power when you think about it. And the guy's huge, imposing. I think it's going to be great. And it's
Jacked
to
out of
see-
his mind.
Jacked out of his mind. It's going to be great to see him on a screen in
Again.
that sort of format for sure. Yeah,
We got a Luke Cage trailer this week.
we did.
We sure did.
The first official trailer. We got the
We got
teaser
the
trailer
teaser.
Sneak peek.
from Comic-Con. But this is it. This is the one, and I've been excited for this for the longest time. This just hypes me up even more.
Man, did you see any Easter eggs in that trailer? Because I did.
I did.
Man, the biggest one that I saw, he had that retro outfit on.
Yeah.
And it's just like, damn, Luke Cage, how you going to look like that?
Yeah. He's got even the little
little
metal sort of visor
head
type helmet.
gear.
Like I don't know what you
Tiara?
call it, but yeah, tiara.
Ooh.
It's not going to suit, obviously, if he keeps it, and he won't. It's just going to be
Yeah.
flashbacks only. That's going to be his little origin,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess. But I think it looks great. If I wasn't excited for it before, I am now. This character, I've been waiting for something to happen, for the longest time, and they finally have. And it's in Netflix, and Netflix has been absolutely killing it. I think this is going to do really well. And Rosario Dawson's back as well for her character Claire something
Templeton?
Temple.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and she's great too. So
She is.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. Black Manta will be the villain in our upcoming Aquaman movie.
Manta.
Manta.
Yeah, he will. And that makes a lot of sense, really.
It really does.
I know they haven't really spoken much more than that. I don't think. In regards to
Details
yeah,
of
there's
it.
no
Yeah,
details.
no.
No one's been cast or anything, but it makes sense because it is like while it might not necessarily be Aquaman's, I don't know, his most dangerous foe, but it's definitely his most well known.
And practical, really.
Yeah. I think it's
The villain within.
You know what I was thinking
Deep.
about the other day? How cool would it be if a movie like this came out and you just had no idea who was in it, but you love the shit out of the idea of it? Then you get into the cinema and you're like, holy shit!
oh, that guy's there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we live in 2016 where there's
Everyone's got phones, everyone's got cameras.
That's exactly
Well,
right.
it's more so the movie studios are like, you know
We need
what?
money.
Yeah, we need all the money we can, so we're going to fuck this trailer up and show you everything.
Yeah, but there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that's
Yeah.
leaked, and you can't go a day without going seeing some behind the scenes, Spider-Man Homecoming
Yeah.
Yeah.
picture and stuff like that.
Superman's butt. all
Superman's
that.
butt.
Are you recovered from that?
Not yet.
Oh.
Yeah,
Nearly.
we spoke about that last week.
I know.
Yeah.
A Rogue One trailer. Now, this is probably the biggest release of the week as far as news-wise. Not really news, but it's the trailer that a lot of people have been waiting for.
You know what? This is the only time I've ever seen a teaser to a trailer.
Yeah, like a pre-trailer.
Yeah, there was I think there was two teaser trailers for the trailer. Like, that's ridiculous.
Well, if that doesn't speak to how
How much hype is around
big
this
it
movie.
is.
Yeah. I think this movie is going to be massive. Whether it's going to be Force Awakens massive, I don't know. Force Awakens, broke
Everything.
every freaking record that it had almost. Couldn't get the all-time worldwide. Couldn't grab it out of the clutches of Avatar.
Just not good enough, eh?
Yeah, I don't even know if it beat Titanic. I think it did. I'm pretty sure it goes Avatar.
It made the top 3.
Yeah, it definitely made the top
Got a
3.
bronze in the Olympics.
What's your opinion from this trailer? I'm actually really excited for
Me
it. I
too.
think this might be my favorite Star Wars movie.
Early days, champ.
Hold up.
No,
Hold up.
From what I'm seeing here, it's a new look at this world, and I feel like it's a little bit more practical as well, and that's why I might be able to connect with it a little bit more.
Yeah, well, remembering that they are sort of going to distance themselves a little bit, from the main
Universe-ish.
9 sort of Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
It's not going to have an opening crawl or anything like that.
It's not?
No, it's not.
I'm done.
None of the standalone movies will, and I still sit on the fence with that. I think I understand, it's a good idea to differentiate these movies from those movies. But it is still, so obviously Star Wars. It's cool as shit. And then we obviously get the little, half a second reveal at the end of just the back of Darth Vader's helmet.
That's
and
enough
I
to
died.
be like, oh.
I actually died.
Yeah, we've read to revive him.
Yeah. I came back to life.
We're talking to Troy's ghost.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be awesome, man. If you haven't seen the trailer, I don't want to spoil it or anything like that, just in case. It only dropped today. Today when we record, but 2 days,
3 days,
2 days ago,
3 to 4 days, depending on where you are in the world.
Yeah, look, it could be 6 months if you're listening to this podcast 6 months after the fact it was released.
Wow,
Yeah. Oh my god.
you just blew my mind.
But you know what I'm getting at, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got there.
It was released on Friday.
Yep.
Now we got some pretty major news.
Oh, we have some news. It's not like weekly news, but
No,
we have some. We have some
it's
very exciting
some
news.
Comic confidential news.
Yeah.
We got new mics.
Yay! That's not
So
it.
that's that. If we sound different, that's actually why.
Yeah.
No, but we are now a network,
Yes, we have created a network.
and we're taking over the world one podcast at a time.
Slowly. And, to save confusion, we've called it the Comic Confidential Network because we're obviously super creative.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, it's a network. It's great. We've got our first show, our first podcast on board under the network, the Advisory Podcast. So do yourselves a favor. If you get a chance, if you love comedy, check those guys out.
If you love bad advice,
If you love advice that you should never in your life listen to, then you definitely need to listen to James and Todd on the Advisory because it's funny as shit, man.
it's hilarious. You're gonna laugh your dick off, so just be careful. Have a box ready to take that to the doctors.
I
Yeah.
feel like I don't need to worry.
You'll
about that.
you'll be
you will
okay.
probably
Yeah, I'll be
be
fine.
okay.
Don't let your husband listen.
Okay. Shit.
You'll have a wife.
Check them out on iTunes. They're also on Facebook and Twitter.
And you can actually listen to their episodes on our website.
Yeah. So check
Just
them out.
Jump on there and you'll be able to listen to them in your ear holes.
Yeah,
Do it.
the first of many, many good things coming this way, I would hope.
And that's going to bring us to the weekly wrap, the segment where we wrap up all the week's TV action. Well, I guess one show
Yeah,
that's
one show this
that,
week.
Yeah, that one show that's left, and that's Outcast, Close to Home. Kyle searches for Allison. Reverend Dickhead Anderson almost reached peak dickish levels and lives. I wish he would fucking die.
And lives.
And lives are changed forever and ever.
And ever. Yeah, so look, if this episode, right? This is how I sum up this episode. It's like nothing happens, nothing happens, nothing happens, nothing happens. Holy shit! Did you just see that?
Holy fuck! How did that end?
Yeah, exactly.
And this is really how this episode goes. It's just like this snail's pace piece of shit.
Well, no, see, because like I'll disagree with you there. Because while it does move at a slow pace, and it does fall into the same traps that it does previously. I think once you get to the end, you understand why it has done that. You're just looking at me sideways. You give me side eye.
It's because I'm drinking my White Monster. Sponsor us.
Does that make sense to you though?
Yeah, but I really felt like they could have done this so much earlier in the season.
Well, yeah, and this is the kind of thing that I've been calling for, since episode 1. It's kind of, with the previous episodes, they kind of like build and build and build to nothing. And then you kind of left like, well, what the fuck was that?
It's the ultimate tease.
Yeah. This one actually, it kind of built and built and built. And then you're like, yes, you're left with an actual awesome payoff.
Yes. And we haven't seen that since the first episode.
Exactly my point. But I think like it does, because I guess with it, they do expand on the Megan and Mark storyline, right? And for the most part, you kind of second guessing as to why they're even bothering at this point.
Yes.
When you're kind of like this close to the end. And we'll get to that in a sec, but it does, as I said, fall into the same traps as usual. So you've got it's effectively Kyle worrying about Allison and like, what's going to happen with her.
Yeah, actually goes off on a big mission to find her, finds her in a psych ward.
Yeah, so she's just checked herself in
and checked herself out of Kyle's life forever.
Oh,
Damn.
snap.
Damn, son.
Yeah,
You're
I
on
like
your
that.
own. You're a single dad, and now you got to deal with that, along with the weight of the world, or the dankness world.
Yeah.
Which is apparently coming.
It is. And that's, I guess, one of the only other real sort of teasers in this episode is the fact that, a couple of characters do mention that, something is coming.
Yes.
And you can't stop it. It's mentioned by a couple of characters.
Yeah, it is.
And it's kind of like, okay, but what is that? What's coming? And you just, it's, for me, it has to pay off in the end. Like in this final episode. I think it really does.
Well, it really has to. It's the bloody season finale. So
Well, obviously. Like it has to.
And I tell you what, if they leave me on a bloody cliffhanger,
well,
for this this last episode, I got to get sure, leave me on a little bit, try to entice me to try watch this for another season. I won't, but
yeah,
Spoiler alert.
yeah,
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. But it's got to give me some kind of payoff,
yeah.
just a little bit.
Well, see, for me, we may as well talk about. We'll talk about the end.
Yeah.
We'll jump straight to the end. If you've seen any of the other episodes of this show, that's the first 40 minutes of this episode.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing. You run through the same principles. Like I said, Kyle worries about Allison. Giles is suspicious of his fire marshal mate. Megan and Mark have some problems, and Reverend Anderson does something like fucking stupid that makes you go like, how are you even in this show?
Yeah,
as a character we're supposed to give a shit about.
Well, exactly. And when I call this, I swear it was like episode 3.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's a dickhead, and this cements it.
Yeah, and I think I tried to defend him at the time, as I was still trying to defend the show at the time. But let's talk about the end, because this is the biggest thing. This is the absolute biggest thing. You kind of, you wonder why they're talking about this Megan and Mark story so much. And, it turns out that she's pregnant and all this sort of stuff. And you're kind of like, okay, yeah, fair enough. Like, that... it's a side story that's been happening. So you're kind of like, all right. But they seem to focus on it a lot more in this particular episode. And that's because, bam, right at the end.
She's full of dankness.
She is full of dankness.
Oh,
and not the
dank
good
baby.
dankness.
Yeah, not the good dankness that, we were led to believe. This shit is just straight up motherfucker killer.
Yeah. That is a way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is, it's 5 minutes, basically. It's the last 5 minutes, but it's the first time since episode 1 that I've kind of actually gone like, fuck.
Yeah, I put down my phone and I was like, shit, I need to pay attention now.
Yeah, because I was doing exactly the same thing. I was taking notes as I was watching it, and my partner's like, oh, shouldn't you actually be watching it? I'm like, the same shit is happening.
Yeah.
That has happened the whole season. And then, this happens. Everything from, the way it was acted to the way it was shot to, it's just like really sort of like, edgy of your sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you watch it in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Edge of your seat stuff. And anyway, it turns out, Megan gets possessed and basically goes sick on Mark.
Yep.
Who ends up with a big piece of glass in his neck. Spoiler for anyone who hasn't watched it, he bleeds out and is dead as shit.
Damn.
Dead as shit.
Dead as shit. And
Dead as
you think that's where it ends, and you're kind of like, fuck yeah, that was awesome. But then it kind of flips back to Kyle and Reverend Anderson, who are mid-conversation, and Kyle gets a phone call, and it's from his little kid who happened to be staying over at Megan and Mark's house that night. And he's like, Megan's just like mummy, or she's like, obviously.
Yeah.
It's a girl kid. What are they called? girl kids.
Daughters?
Daughters, yeah.
There
that's
you
the
go,
word.
mate.
Yeah. So for me, that was a really good payoff. And I guess what I'm trying to get at is this whole kind of like this whole Megan and Mark storyline has payoff.
Yes.
Right at the end, because they bring them in and they make you care about them and all that sort of stuff. Well, as much as you can.
Yeah.
And then it's finally like, this is why.
And
for me,
it seems like,
brilliant.
and everything seemed like it was almost getting better for him.
Yeah.
He's happy. Oh, yeah, we're having a kid.
Yeah.
Nah, you're dead, mate.
Yeah,
you're
actually
bloody dead.
Surprise.
Yeah, surprise, you did. But for me, like that was 5 minutes of some. Look, I'm going to be honest with you, and you'll probably hate what I'm about to say. For the last however long we've just been covering Preacher and Outcast,
Yep.
I would say the last 5 minutes of that is probably the best 5 minutes of show I've seen.
No, I agree. Like, it really surprised me how good that was.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were to watch, well, you can't say, like, just watch this episode. You need to watch the season.
You do, yeah.
Go through the shit to get to the gold.
Yeah.
So,
Well, because for me, this kicked off like the season kicked off so well. With
Yeah.
episode 1, I was like pumped, and then we go through 8 episodes of nothing, and then we finally get like something that was similar to that first episode that kind of makes you just go, actually,
damn,
cool.
son.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So that was fantastic. Look, it does return next week with This Little Light. Do you want to give it a rating?
Yeah, I'm going to give this 4.5. Fuck it. I'm going all out.
Whoa.
I'm all in.
And
Gone
everyone
crazy.
knows, I'm out of control. But no, as much as I hate this,
how much?
I
you
hate this
it.
show, man. This is like this is good.
Yeah.
I want to see a whole episode of like that fucking awesomeness next week.
Yeah, look, it doesn't need to be that kind of like payoff every episode.
No.
But you do need some of that throughout your show. And you've got to like invest in your characters and all that sort of stuff, more heavily so you actually do give a shit about them when things are quiet. So that for me, it was a little bit of payoff. It was good. I'll give it I won't go as crazy as you. Like,
I'm reckless, mate.
you are reckless.
I'm
I'll give it a 4 because the first 40 minutes was very, very familiar territory, and they did pull it back. Well, the first 55 minutes. How long is this show? It's an hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first 55
If you take
minutes.
in...
Well, take, breaks and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, what did I give it?
You gave it
A
4.
4.
I am on fire.
So
You
yeah.
are.
Anyway, that returns next week. The finale, as you said,
Little Light.
This Little Light.
So this week we wanted to do something a little different, so we thought we'd throw it out to you guys and have our first ever AMA episode. AMA, of course, meaning Ask Me Anything, where we throw control over to you guys to ask us absolutely anything. We'll answer them comic-related, pop culture-related, or not.
Preferably not.
Preferably not.
Just spicing it up.
Just spicing up our lives, but we do have a lot of those questions, and we do have a lot of questions, which is really great. We're going to go through each and every one. We'll all take turns at answering and all that sort of stuff.
We might not answer every question that's being supplied. We try to answer as many as we can.
Yeah, well, that's true. We'll try to get through as many as we can. Look, and we do want to thank everybody who submitted a question. Due to time restraints and things like that, we won't actually go through and mention everybody as we go through, but we are going to do a big, massive thank you note to everybody who submitted a question. We're going to put that in our show notes. You guys know who you are, damn it. We love you. Let's get into some questions.
All right.
Okay.
Kick off with question 1.
Oh, I thought you were going to do your number one.
Should I do the voice?
Fake out. No, don't do the voice.
No,
How you
it's too
gonna-
many numbers,
Yeah.
man.
How are you going to get to like 30 and go number 30?
Number 30.
Oh, just like that, I guess.
Anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so
Number
anyway,
1.
question 1. Concerning comics, are you a DC guy or a Marvel guy? You must pick one. Bonus, who is your favorite hero from each?
You go first.
Okay, so I don't like to choose, right? I don't want to be classified as one. But if I did have to choose, I would say DC. Because I have been.
I know your answer.
Well, yeah, but look, I'd say DC, and the reason I say DC, like I did when I was growing up and when I was initially sort of into comics, it was very, very Marvel oriented. But now, if I looked at what I was reading right now, it's definitely DC heavy. So I do feel like I'm leaning towards that more. Favorite characters, DC, Batman. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I picked it.
And Marvel would be Luke Cage.
Oh, you didn't say from either. You just said one.
No, I thought
No,
From
I thought he
each.
said
Oh, from
yeah,
each.
From each.
I wasn't even paying
Yeah, so
attention.
DC, Batman,
Shit.
Marvel, Luke Cage.
Cool.
All right.
Who's next?
Amy.
Is it my turn? All
Yep.
right. Well, this is difficult because I don't like to choose either. But I went DC also.
Ooh,
DC girl.
shit.
scandal.
DC girl. And I said my favourite from would probably be The Flash.
Yeah,
I think I grew up with my sister and we both loved The Flash. Like
Yep.
idolised him.
both love to flash growing up.
Yeah.
we get it.
We did
Yeah,
it
we
all the
get
time.
it.
Yeah.
Did it every day. And then I also really enjoyed the X-Men when I was younger.
Nice.
Yeah,
Me
and
too.
I didn't have, I guess, your normal favourite X-Men, like the Wolverines or the, Jean Grey or
Yep.
whatever. I liked Professor X.
Oh,
He was my
Professor
favourite.
Sex.
yeah.
You know me too well. So,
Excellent. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, that's cool.
'Kay.
I'm going to make it a clean sweep. I'm a
Ooh.
DC guy as
Oh,
well.
really? No love for Marvel?
Well,
there
Marvel.
is.
There
You know
is,
there
but I just
course there
lean
is.
towards the DC letters.
Yep.
And I'm with Amy. My favorite hero is the Flash.
Yeah.
He is just legit badass. He
He
could,
is.
He can run really fast, you
can
guys.
and it's
Have
like
you seen how fast he can run?
it's ironic because I run really slow.
That's true. You do.
Opposites attract.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
So-
And he can just destroy the whole universe if he really, really wanted to.
Technically, yeah. Okay.
This is the most underrated bloody person in the DC universe.
Underrated.
Yeah.
The Flash.
Yep.
You are out of your mind, sir.
And for Marvel, that's a good question.
Yeah, I
Well,
thought
that's why it's on the show.
Exactly. Okay, it's a split.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wolverine and Doctor Doom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with liking a villain.
That's true. That's very
true.
true. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, cool. Question 2, Amy.
Number 2 was, what was your entry-level drug when it comes to comics and fandoms? Like Batman animated series hooked this person who sent us in the question.
Yep.
So what's your guys' hook, I guess?
I think me and Troy can both answer this question in the same way.
Okay, I'm going to count it.
You
And
wanna
then
go
you both say your answer. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
X-Men animated.
Yeah, X-Men animated series.
Yeah.
Kills it.
Well, you could have preempted me that we were going to do the theme song.
You both
Wow.
did start singing it last time I was here.
Yeah,
Just
well,
out of the blue.
because we do.
Yeah.
'Cause
It's our
like-
thing.
Yeah, it's our thing. Definitely X-Men animated series for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Good old cheese TV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not to say that there wasn't stuff before that,
Yeah.
but I think that was the shit that kicked it off for me big time.
Wow. I did watch the X-Men animated series and I love it.
Yeah.
But I have a distinct memory of when I was younger watching the Teen Titans.
Okay,
No, that's cool, man.
That
A
was
lot
the
of people
first
love that.
thing. I loved it so much. If I missed a show, I would cry.
That's all on Netflix, you know.
I know.
Yeah. If I miss a show now, I cry. Yeah.
You're not allowed to now.
Yeah.
Teen Titans.
Excellent. Question 3.
Question 3. Most important question for my fellow Aussies. What is your favorite beer / booze?
Who's going to Amy kick it off?
Red wine is mine.
Don't sing. Don't sing. Don't. This is not a singing show.
It will be.
Oh,
No,
no. Next week
Next
will be our
week.
musical episode.
Okay. Yeah, red wine. I love me some red wine.
Yeah. All right.
What about you?
For me, beer-wise, I'll go. Beer-wise would be Asahi. I do like myself a Japanese beer. If I was talking about booze in general, it's got to be Canadian Club and Dry.
Yes, correct.
Love it.
I
I'm
knew
with-
you would both pick
Yeah,
that.
Canadian Club and Dry. That's my jam. For the beer, I'm pretty bloody cruisy.
Yeah.
Give me a cider. Give me a normal beer. Probably 4X Summer would be my preferred choice.
Yeah.
A light
Really?
lager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a light, crisp
Just a
lager.
connoisseur
Just
of beer.
connoisseur, yes.
Craft
Just
beers.
honestly, I'm a bit of a beer slut, so just anything.
Just anything. I think that's drinks in general for
Yeah.
you. I think you're just happy to go with whatever.
I ain't picky.
Question 4. Batman dies, tragically.
No.
Who replaces him? Any superhero or villain, DC or Marvel, and why?
Oh, can I shoot off first?
Yeah, you shoot off.
Deathstroke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just that tactical motherfucker would know what to do.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's
That's
cool.
it,
That's
man.
cool. Yeah, and he wouldn't, he probably wouldn't hold back
Yeah,
as
that's
much as,
it.
say, a Batman would.
Unless
Amy?
you're talking movie Batman.
Yeah, well, this current Batman, yeah.
I'm going to go a bit different here, and I'm going to say Alfred.
Oh,
I
wait.
love a bit of Alfred.
Is that like Alfred off Gotham TV? Because he
Yeah.
could like just
He would
rescue
own
me.
it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because like comic book Alfred is 162 years old and would probably
He's
have
not real
to
doing anything.
retire as soon as he put the suit on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely
He knows
left
the ins and outs.
of center.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. For me, I feel like my answer is the obvious answer. If we're talking DC and Marvel, I would go Black Panther. Purely because you are replacing a master strategist with a master strategist, somebody who's equally as talented on the feet, if not more, still a billionaire, has access to... Well, but doesn't it make sense?
It does.
Like, it doesn't have to be entertaining, Cade.
It does.
But it can just be factual and the right answer.
Fair enough. All right, Amy, number 5.
Question number 5. Would you like to see an Injustice film, live action or animated? And then the same question, but with Red Sun.
I'll go.
Okay.
Yes and yes.
Oh, cool.
For both. Pretty easy. I think, though... I think if I was going to say Injustice, I would probably want live action.
Yeah.
But Red Sun may be animated.
Yeah.
There's no real reason why. I don't know. That's just how I feel. You know, that's just how I feel right now. Answering
enough.
this question.
Injustice, it's like my favorite comic book series ever.
Really?
Yeah, it's so good. I love it so much. And I like how they're extending it. I just want it to go on forever.
Okay.
It's so good.
So that's a no then.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
not
So you wanna
want to
leave it
see
as it
this.
is?
Yeah.
Yes. No. Animated, R rating. I'd love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I reckon both animated
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to see them both.
I think with those sorts of things, you can do a lot more with the animated
can,
movies.
yeah.
As much as we'd want to see a live action, everything we
It's a
know
bit
that it
hard.
doesn't always translate that well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Question 6. Is there any movies or shows you wish you could review again now you've had more time to think about it?
Kate, would you want to answer this?
I'll let Troy answer because I know we're going to have the same answer on this
Yeah,
one.
we're definitely going to have the same answer. For me, it would be Deadpool, purely because, like at the time, you know, it was our first episode. Such a big movie that, you know, like as far as comic book movies go, and we based our first episode around it. And we gave it, 15 minutes if it was lucky.
Yeah.
And I don't think we did it any justice. Plus, we didn't know what the hell we were doing. So I definitely want to go back and give that another shot for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
You
I
agree?
agree 100%.
Yep.
I'm happy with every other review.
Yeah.
I've only ever done one, so.
So, yeah,
Pretty
Would you
good.
go back?
Nah.
Ah, fuck
I
it.
stand by my Star Trek.
nailed it. Is that me? Is it me again?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it back to me?
Is it me?
What question are we up to, Dan?
We are up to question 7, Troy,
Question-
if you are following along.
I am trying to follow along. Okay, so question 7. You're given a blank check to reboot the Fantastic Four yet again for film. Who's your dream writer, director, and cast?
This question is too much.
It is.
It is way too much. I need to write an essay.
Yeah, it's this is a research actors to find the perfect film, because as far as Fantastic Four goes, like, it deserves to be done the right way.
Yeah.
Does anyone does anyone have answers?
J.J. Abrams to direct.
That's
Yeah.
a good one. I was thinking like James Cameron or someone.
Yeah.
up
Yeah,
there.
bit
I
of a
think
James
I
Cameron,
think he'd
yeah.
do a pretty good job.
Bit of a Titanic feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love me some Titanic.
Well, it has been a sinking ship for a while.
Wow, that's true.
Hey.
Nailed it.
but I couldn't think of any I just didn't have time to think of any
You just didn't
actors.
have time.
There's so many things.
Yeah, it is one of those things where I think, like, as far as casting the people, like, it's such a hard thing to do, even
know
when
how
given
people
one
do that as a
character.
job.
Yeah, exactly.
Casting agents, man, like, good on
Jeez.
you. I would say, if not J.J. Abrams, I know he's doing Guardians of the Galaxy, but James Gunn.
Yeah.
I do really, really love that guy's style. If you were going to get a writer involved, I guess I would go John Byrne, who is probably one of the most highly praised Fantastic Four writers.
Yep.
And if you put him with like a J.J. Abrams or a James Gunn, I think they would come up with something fucking brilliant.
Yep.
As far as cast goes, man, I don't even want to touch it because
Go for
I don't
days.
want to fuck it.
Yeah.
I do not want to fuck it up. I've
It's
got this
been
blank check, man.
fucked. It's been fucked twice. I'll like
Yes.
rip off a little bit of that check and just give that to a casting agent.
Yeah, but that is a great question, and I wish we could spend a whole episode really sort of breaking it down.
Yeah.
Fantasy episode.
Yeah, but yeah,
Actually, we might pen that one in somewhere.
Yeah, that'd be
might
good.
do that
Yeah.
actually. So we're going to move on.
Yeah, question 8, Amy.
Question 8.
Can you guys give your rating scale some meaning? I.e., if 70 is not great, what would 50 be and 90 and so on?
Yeah,
All right. Me and Troy rate our movies a little bit differently, probably.
Yeah.
I'll go first. 70, that's your middle run. You know, anything below 50 doesn't really exist for me because
Yeah.
ultimately no movie is honestly that bad.
No.
yeah,
Unless you really fucking hate it,
yeah,
it goes down that low.
yeah.
I'm not here to hate movies. I'm here to enjoy movies and find the good parts of them. So my 70, that's my middle of the run.
Yeah, okay. So okay, that's fair. I do mine a little bit differently. So I base mine on, and we should probably have the same standard, I guess, when, considering we're actually rating movies on a weekly basis. For me, I use what I would call the IMDb scale. So, and that's how I judge TV shows when I'm looking for a new TV show to watch.
Yeah.
So anything 9 and above is a must watch for me.
Okay.
So regardless of whether I've heard much about it, like if I'm looking for new shows and I see, something that's like a 9 or a 9.2, I'm like, all right, definitely, I will give that a shot because it's, obviously so highly regarded. Anything between 8 and 9 is on a very, very sort of highly recommended kind of list for me. Anything between, say, like I would say 7 and 8 is I will give it a shot. Anything below 7 is, I don't really have a lot of time for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's actually a good way of putting it.
Yeah, so if you want to look at it like that, it's that. It's like anything, if I rate something a 90 or above, for me, that is a must-see movie. Do not miss it. Anything 80 to 90 is do yourself a favor and get out if you can. 70 to 80 is,
Standard.
yeah, get out there and have a shot.
What about you, Amy? You're
Oh
like,
yeah, I'm a real good reviewer. But I would tend to agree with that. Anything probably for me above an 80, I would rate highly.
Yep.
I would be sort of like your Troy 90 and above.
Yeah.
And then from about 70 to 80 is sort of that mid range where I'm like, yeah, go watch it. And then anything below that's like maybe don't.
yeah, save your money.
I guess we're all in that that same sort of mindset. I guess the only thing I think we've ever rated below like a 70 would have been Independence Day,
And I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think we might have gave that a
65 or something.
Yeah, something pretty low.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
So I hope that answers the question because I know that might have been a little bit like hard to understand.
Yeah,
But just look at it from
that point of view.
yeah, just think of it out of 10.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just rate shit
Maybe
out
you
of 10.
should.
Well, it's not
instead
that
of,
hard, mate.
Well, no, it's not.
They
but
can bloody figure it out.
You know what I mean.
Anyway,
Okay.
next question. Question 9. We are in the golden age of comic book movies. Considering a movie that has been ravaged by critics can break box office records, do you think The Bubble is in danger of bursting anytime soon?
No.
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 And to elaborate on that question a little bit more, I think we're well and truly set to 2020. I think with what's coming out
Yep.
over the next few years, I don't think it's in danger of bursting anytime soon. I think that probably leans more towards Marvel movies than DC necessarily.
Yeah.
The second part of that
Yeah.
question is what upcoming comic book films might make you nervous. And I think for me, it's Justice League.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if Justice League doesn't succeed, I don't know where DC goes.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's right. For me, I feel like it's Wonder Woman.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Wonder Woman is really going to set the standard for these upcoming DC movies. I mean, they can't just shelve.
But more so than Batman vs Superman, or any different to what Batman vs Superman was supposed to do.
Well, no, because I think people can give that a pass.
Yeah,
Like if you think about it, it's the second movie
yeah,
in a series.
yeah.
People hated Iron Man 2. Use that.
Who did?
Who are they? Point them out.
People did. I thought it was
Do you
fucking.
mean Iron Man 3?
No, Iron Man 2. I thought Iron Man 2 was the fucking best
So
one.
did
Iron Man 3 was fucking atrocious.
I legitimately have never heard that in my life.
Have a
You have
look.
now.
Check it out.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
A lot of people do not like it. That could be like those hardcore fans.
Yeah.
But whatever, everyone can hate what they want.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, I feel like it's going to be Wonder Woman. If that doesn't perform, I don't think people are going to have any faith in Justice League. And that's just going to fizzle because of previous movies.
Yeah.
And I do get scared when I see the such awesome trailers.
Yeah.
Because I've been burnt before. Like Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
That trailer was amazing, but the movie was not amazing.
Yeah,
So-
well, the initial Fantastic Four trailer that came out, I was like, you know what, this is actually going to be pretty sweet, and boy, was I fucking wrong.
No, sir, you
Well,
won't.
Yeah, so that's that. No, definitely no danger, just yet. We've got a few years left to go. Is it back to me?
yes, it is.
Yep.
Okay. So, question 10. TV has resurrected some Marvel film properties, so Daredevil, Punisher, potentially Ghost Rider. But pushing these characters to the small screen doesn't bode well for them ever going to the big screen again. What would you have rather seen Marvel try as a feature film, or are you okay with leaving the TV heroes where they are? Go. Someone go.
Let Amy start on this.
I'm probably on the side of leaving the TV heroes where they are because I love a good TV hero show.
Yep.
I love more than one sitting, I guess, if I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
I think the big ticket heroes, like your main movies that have been coming out at the moment,
Yeah.
have been really enjoyable to watch that. But then the smaller ones, like I said, I love TV shows, so
I love TV.
I love
Yeah.
TV.
I love to binge watch.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's exactly it. If I don't want to have to go and watch a full movie, I'm going to watch a half-hour TV show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, that's fair
But
enough.
I'm going to watch 10 episodes.
Yeah.
yeah, and spend my whole day.
Yeah. Eating Doritos.
Oh, you know
and
me.
Mountain Dew.
Yep.
I'm going to say I prefer them on TV.
Yeah.
The reason is I like to get a backstory to these heroes. If you really have a look at, like, say, the Tony Starks and all that, they're all pretty one-dimensional.
Yeah.
There's nothing. They're just flashy characters. You have a look at your Daredevils, your Jessica Jones, man. They're nitty-gritty and you can get down with them.
Yeah.
I prefer 10 hours of Daredevil than seeing him on screen for an hour and a half.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. I will agree with you, Cade, and you, Amy.
Oh, good.
You said the same thing.
Yeah, just in a less eloquent way.
The only thing I'd add is that for the most part with the shows, like a lot of the shows that were mentioned, so when you're talking about Daredevil and Punisher and all that sort of stuff, Netflix has done a fantastic job with these shows anyway. And, I think while, yes, I would love to see like a Luke Cage on the big screen or something like that, I am very happy with the way that it is probably going to be portrayed. It hasn't come out yet. But Netflix has done such a good job with their content. I'm happy to leave them there. Ghost Rider, I'm a little bit iffy about being on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, I don't think that fits really well,
Yeah,
but
but-
prove me wrong.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll see what happens. So I think we're all happy for TV, as it were.
Troy, I'm going to let you read question 11 because it really only relates to us.
Yep. The question 11 is: have you had those ciders yet? The answer is yes.
I don't know what's going
They were fruity as fuck.
Yep. So this is a question that was not a question. It was like, I guess it was a suggestion made to us previously by a listener. And, wanted us to try recording.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Recording?
Oh, man, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like
Oh,
it?
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes. So to answer your question, good sir, we did. And I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was-
surprisingly. And I fucking hate cider.
I thought it was quite delicious, but man, give me my man beer
Give me my man beer any day.
and spit in it.
Oh,
Oh, great.
that's disgusting.
Sorry.
Whose question?
Number 12?
Number
My turn?
12.
Number 12.
Okay, if you could go back to episode 1, Troy and Cade, what tips would you give to yourselves, I guess that
Yeah.
means?
So going back to episode 1 and, whispering in our young, naive ears.
Well, I would go back and I would say all the same shit that I said to Troy from the start.
Yeah.
Buy pens.
fuck.
Is that what you were saying?
No. Fuck off, Amy. We're not buying pens. No, Troy was overly concerned with haters back in the day.
Yeah, look, I did have a problem. I didn't want to be called the C word on the internet. Look, to be honest with you, like as a serious answer, I think it'd just be for me worry less about what people might think.
Yeah.
And I think once we kind of, or me especially, I guess once we kind of relax that, you can probably hear the relaxation.
Yeah.
So, as the show progresses, but definitely worry less about what people might say and just be yourselves.
Yeah, just have fun with it. Have a couple of drinks if you need to.
Yeah, which we did
Which
anyway.
we did.
Yeah.
Now we don't give a shit. We can just come in here and wax lyrical, as you would say, Troy. But yeah, just enjoy yourself. Don't take it too seriously.
Yeah.
People are going to forget.
What would you tell us, Amy?
Buy pens.
Buy pens.
Buy pens.
Buy more pens.
Fair
No,
enough.
I just give you some words of encouragement.
Yeah.
Say, good job, team.
Hey, we believe in you.
I
Jim.
believe in you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Anyway, question 12.
Wait.
Oh, no. Sorry,
13.
that was 13.
Keep up.
Oh, this coming from you, mate.
Yep.
Favorite Bond film and favorite Bond?
Ooh. You're looking at me?
Yeah,
you can
you
go.
go.
Okay, I'll go. For me, Casino Royale and Daniel Craig. And the reason I say that is because this was a complete reinvention of the character for me. I am a very big James Bond fan, and I have seen every movie that has been made.
Not that I want to brag.
Not that I want to brag. I don't own the entire boxed set on DVD or anything. I don't. But my point is more that this was a complete sort of reinvention of the character, and it was like darker. It was gritty. This wasn't the pretty boy, I guess, that you sort of like used to, the pretty boy ladies man. If he got fucked up, he looked like he was fucked up.
Yeah.
And I think I really liked the villain as well, Lashif, and just the whole thing was good. The Bond girl as well, whose name I can't remember.
Fucking
Escapes me.
pervert.
Escapes
What about you, Amy?
Probably Die Another Day. That's probably my faves. Isn't that one of them?
Isn't that one of them?
my
Okay.
Why are you giving me that
goodness.
look?
I'm pretty
You
sure that
don't
might have
like
been
it.
the worst one ever
Yeah,
made.
I
Yeah.
know, but I liked it. This isn't about the worst one made. This is about what I liked.
Yeah,
You
that's
fucking
fair.
hipster.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I'm breaking the norm.
Didn't that one have someone whose like name was like Christmas something, or
I don't know.
like the Bond like lady had a
That does seem familiar.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway,
Christmas presents or something.
My
So then Pierce Brosnan.
yeah,
Yeah,
Be
okay.
yeah. So my favorite Bond is Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
And GoldenEye.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good
Yeah,
one.
just purely because it had like that kick-ass Nintendo 64 game that
That-
like went with it.
That doesn't count.
No, it does count.
We can do what we want.
I just want to
I make the rules, man.
outrightly disagree with the both of you and say that Pierce Brosnan was by far the worst James
Come
Bond.
on now.
No,
I don't
mate.
think
There was,
so.
there was that bloody Aussie guy who had it for like
Yeah.
1 gig.
Who else? has
No,
been Bond?
what was his name? George Lazenby had it for 1 gig. Who was the Aussie guy? Don't remember.
know.
Anyway,
In
let us
saying
know if like that's an outlandish statement. But Pierce Brosnan was the shittest Bond.
No. I kindly
Hashtag
disagree.
fuck you, Troy.
But Daniel Craig is great.
Yeah.
And Casino Royale was a great movie. But the one that really, because I wasn't a big Bond fan
Yeah.
for quite a while. And then I saw Die Another Day. I was like, shit, I'm going to watch all of the Bond movies.
All right.
So
There you go. Captured
Yeah.
an audience.
there you go.
Cool.
It might have been shit on paper, but
Timothy Dalton. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Let's move on.
okay.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so who would you pick to act as Darkseid?
Man, like me and Troy, we spoke about this question earlier, and it's like, oh my fucking god, what a good question!
It is a great
This
question.
is a good question.
It's that
and
whole casting thing again,
It
man.
is,
is.
but I have a good answer.
Okay,
Is
go.
it who we spoke about?
Who did we speak about?
The guy who played Hellboy.
No, Ron
Oh,
Perlman.
man.
Ron Perlman could be anybody.
He
that
could
I
be. I
would-
wish
yeah.
he could be my dad.
Yeah.
Ron Perlman, if you're listening.
Can you be my dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag Ron Perlman be my dad. I'm going to go with, and this guy is actually like he's a bit of a fan favorite to play this character, but I 100% agree with the casting. Jeff Bridges.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Oh damn.
Yeah, Jeff
Damn,
Bridges, man. Like, because you think about it, like, you know, it's something that would probably be done as motion capture anyway. So he doesn't have to physically
Look the
portray the
part,
guy,
yeah.
but he definitely has the voice and the overall commanding presence to be Darkseid for sure. So that would be my pick, 100%.
I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I couldn't pick. I don't.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with casting. I have issues.
I can't deal with this pressure.
No.
Okay, that's fair.
Good. Great.
Thank you. At least one of us did some fucking research.
I did research, but I couldn't arrive. Like, I read things where people were saying, "What about The Rock?" And I'm like, oh,
What?
The
really?
Rock, man.
Is it because
He's
he's
already
like
Black
big
Adam.
and
I
has a
think
bald
it's 'cause-
head?
I think it's because he looks like he would portray the
Menacing.
part.
Yeah. And that's the thing I think people have to get past.
Yeah.
With some of these characters, a lot of it's just going to be motion capture, and you don't have to necessarily physically be
Look like
that
it.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
it is
Okay.
more casting.
15. Actors for Hal Jordan. Who would you pick? And thoughts on him appearing in Justice League? Rumor.
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 Rumors
has it.
abound. Okay, who
I feel like
you
it's
got?
pretty obvious.
Obvious.
Yeah, okay. You go. And
Don't you dare say Ryan Reynolds, Amy.
Fuck no. Yeah, go. You tell me who you think it is.
I reckon Matt Damon would be a pretty good one. I spoke to you about this
Yeah,
earlier.
you did. Matt Damon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
I would say that for I don't know, just
Or Idris Elba.
Oh, that's okay. That's who I thought you were going to say first.
Idris Elba would obviously be like more a John Stewart
Yeah.
than a Hal Jordan, but it doesn't matter.
Like if you're going as like the Green Lantern.
Yeah.
So I think that's more so the question rather than who's Hal because
Well, I think it's Hal Jordan specifically.
Really?
well I know it
Yeah.
says that there,
I
Well,
can
yeah.
read.
but I think it's interpreted as a Green Lantern.
If we're saying Green Lantern, I reckon Idris Elba for sure.
Yeah.
But make him look
As
like
all of
Idris
us
Elba.
would.
Yeah.
Yeah, but keep him looking exactly
yeah, don't
like
change
Idris
his
Elba
face.
looks.
Fucking Star Trek.
Okay, but
Yeah.
if we're talking just Hal Jordan, then who would you pick?
For me, it would be either. Now, I don't know if you guys will really know. You might. You might not. So I've got two that are potentials. So Garrett Hedlund, who was, I think he was Captain Hook in Pan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So him, and he was also the main dude in Tron.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you remember that guy.
Never heard of that movie.
Moving on. The other person that I might pick would be Taylor Kitsch, who was Riggins in Friday Night Lights, but he was also in John Carter. He was also Gambit in X-Men Origins Wolverine, which is fine
Yes.
because no one regards that as a movie, so he can quite comfortably move into this other role. But that would be it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Or
Well,
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Next one.
Next one. Question 16. Your most cherished nerdy collectible / item or just a favorite 3? Well, this is easy for me.
Okay, go
Yeah.
then.
I'm not allowed this shit in my house. I'm barely allowed to have this fucking recording studio. So that's my answer.
So I'm your most cherished.
Yes.
Yeah,
Ah.
collectible. That's
Mine
nice.
is actually a really sore spot for me because I can't currently find my most cherished collectible.
What is it?
What?
though?
It's my Pokemon card collection.
Oh,
shit.
I had a book with like actual Pokemon slot cards that were numbered to match the
Pokemon
cards.
slot cards.
You know what I mean? Had a holographic Charizard in there.
Damn.
What?
And I don't know where it is. I have no idea where it is.
Damn.
I've moved too many times. So I'm sad about it. But that's
Yep.
my most cherished possession.
Cool. Cool.
What about
Me?
you?
I have two.
Troy lives in a fucking toy house, by the way.
No, I don't. But I do have two that are probably the most that I cherish, just for sentimental reasons. Because
Yeah.
I like to go full Kevin Smith every now and then.
Is it your bobblehead of Kevin Smith?
No, surprisingly not.
That's his best friend.
Yeah, that's my dad. You guys. Look, I have a 94-95 Fleer Ultra X-Men complete set of trading cards that are still in fantastic condition. I have had them obviously since 94. And when I'm 182, they might actually be worth some money.
Maybe.
But for now, like, I still have it. I don't know why I still have it, to be honest with you, but I just love it. Every now and then I break them out and have a look at them. Character bios on the back. It's cool as shit. The other thing that I have is a hoodie that I bought from the Secret Stash. It's like a Secret Stash hoodie. I bought it in New Jersey when I was in New Jersey at the Secret Stash, and I got to meet Mike Zapsik from A Comic Book Men and the Secret Stash store that he works in, obviously. So for me, that has sentimental value because I traveled a long way to go to that store. Yeah,
Cool.
cool.
Fair enough.
Great.
And I think we're back at me already.
Yep.
Are we? Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so what Marvel superhero would you cast as Nicolas Cage, or would you cast Nicolas Cage as? And this is not by the gentleman who usually gives us Nicolas Cage questions.
Well, fuck you, whoever asked this.
Okay,
That's
why
who
don't
I
you-
cast.
Why don't you take this one?
Cade obviously is a very big Nicolas Cage fan.
Obviously. I watched the movie of his the other day.
Yeah.
It was just
Which
like
one?
on
Con Air?
randomly. No, it wasn't Con Air. It was
National Treasure.
No, it was the one where he
National
could,
Treasure 2.
We could
you
keep going.
motherfuckers. No, it was Face Off. No, it wasn't. It was the one where he could like predict the future with numbers or some shit.
Oh yeah.
Knowing.
That one.
That's what it was.
Knowing.
Knowing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Haven't you?
No.
It's
I saw the end
absolutely
of it.
fantastic.
Cool.
Got to be on your must-watch list.
All right. So are you actually going to answer the question?
Oh, fuck, man. Actually, you know what?
What?
Superman.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Let's make that happen. Let's just make Superman Lives happen.
Yes, you've seen. He has a fucking mullet in the Superman pictures that you see.
Can I just point out, though, that it does specifically say Marvel character?
I don't care.
He's breaking the rules.
It's Nicolas Cage. He does what he wants.
Let's
Gotta
just let him be. Let's just let him be Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just bring him back.
Yeah.
Give him another chance to
All right.
redeem himself.
Number
18.
18.
18.
Do you like the Eagles? Yes, the band.
I do.
I love them.
Do you?
Yeah.
What's your favorite song by him?
Take it easy.
Oh, yeah. See, that
Oh.
I can get into. Controversy abounds here, I'm
Okay.
sure.
Because listen to fucking Dr. Dickhead over here.
I hate Hotel California.
No.
I don't mind the Eagles at all, but I cannot stand Hotel California.
I know,
Take It
for
Easy
God's
is actually a really good song.
It
Yeah,
is
it is.
good.
But Hotel California, man, nah. Cannot do it. I don't know if that answers the question.
I think, well, it was yes or no. So,
Yeah, so yes, but don't make me listen to Hotel California.
yeah, okay.
Nah, that's going to be the theme song for this week.
Yes.
Okay, Cade. you're
Okay.
up.
Question 18. Marvel is giving some more obscure characters ongoings, i.e., Fool Killer, Solo, Slapstick. What D-lister would you dust off for a book? I'm going to
Mine's
answer
funny.
this.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing.
See, I do not class Swamp Thing as a D-lister.
Yeah, but he's only really ever in Justice League Dark.
Yeah,
Stories like,
nah.
call me crazy.
You are crazy.
fucking lunatic.
Crazy.
But yeah, that's me.
Okay,
Um,
not a D-lister, but okay.
Nah, he is a D-lister.
when I was younger, I really loved the Pet Avengers.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah, that one.
No
Okay.
answers
That's
can
a
beat
D-lister. That's a D-lister.
That is
for
a D-lister.
Sure.
Okay,
That's
sure.
cute.
I think for myself, Plastic Man, I think would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Steel, I think deserves a bit of a reboot.
Shit.
That's
Remember
a
the
good one.
movie with
Why don't I think
Shaquille
of
O'Neal?
this?
I've never seen it.
Neither have
Oh,
I.
everybody.
What do you rate it? Quick.
Oh,
Go on.
98 out of
98.
100.
Almost
best
perfect.
review.
Almost perfect. You guys have to go out and watch Steel
Okay.
with Shaquille O'Neal.
Hell.
It rhymes.
It does. See, that's the beauty of it.
Does he rap?
No, probably knowing Shaquille O'Neal in a movie.
Can
but
I just like go on a tangent?
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
How disappointed is everyone that there's no rap from Will Smith for Suicide Squad?
Oh,
is
so
that an actual thing?
disappointing.
No, there's no rap. Like
No, I know there's no rap, but are people genuinely disappointed?
I am.
I am. How are you not?
He raps in everything.
I know.
Wiki wild
No,
west.
I get it.
I don't know
Desperado.
if you do.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary.
Men in Black.
Yeah,
Come
no,
on.
yeah, I've seen them all. I understand, but I don't want a Suicide Squad rap from Will Smith. Is that okay?
No, it's
No.
not.
Who's with me?
Okay,
Who out
people,
there's with me?
let me know. Is Troy a dickhead for not wanting a rap from Will Smith about Suicide Squad?
Or am I a completely normal, sane human being who doesn't need no more Will Smith raps?
No.
Mate,
You can't get enough Will Smith raps.
yeah, that's true.
Anyway, answering the question. So for me, a Plastic Man, a Steel, or even Kevin Smith's Onomatopoeia, which I think would be pretty cool. Pretty hard to do, but I think it'd be good.
Cool.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Great.
I'm going to see how many times I can get Kevin
Yeah, I was
Smith's name
just gonna
mentioned
say,
in the show.
Just name
So-
dropping.
Kevin Smith featuring the Comic Confidential crew.
Yeah, exactly. So question 20. Are there any comics on your must-read list at the moment?
Yes.
Okay.
Elaborate.
The Injustice. Just go read it.
Yeah.
Really?
Like that whole series. It's just so good, man. Like if you want a really good take on like a badass Superman who, like, the Superman that you would, like, really want.
Yeah.
That's the one you got to go see.
Really?
Like, read, not see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, you see
We
it with your
gathered.
eyes.
You do see it with your eyes, unless
Yeah.
you're blind.
Yeah.
And you have to do Braille.
Yeah. Amy?
Now, okay, so with this question, can it be any that I've read that I think people should read?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like right now, like
Yeah.
anything that's current, I don't think.
I'm going to say any X-Men.
Any X-Men.
Any X-Men.
Wow.
That's what hooked me on actual comic books.
Yeah. Just
that.
pick up an X-Men,
Yeah,
you guys.
anyone.
Yeah.
Preferably one with super handsome Professor X in
Yep,
it.
and he's
If he's got some
lovely,
wheels.
Oh, he
shiny
does.
head.
They see me rolling.
But that's
Ding,
fair,
ding,
though.
ding.
That's fair. Because X-Men have had a really, really good run.
Yeah, they have.
They've had some issues,
Yeah.
as it were. Hey, yeah? Issues? Get it?
Get it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
for me, not necessarily current, but Gail Simone's Secret Six is fantastic. If you haven't read it, read it. You can pick up the New 52 version. I think it's like 14 issues or something like that. It's quirky, it's funny. It's not jam packed with like characters that are really well known, but they do pop up every now and then. She is a fantastic writer, man. So her Secret Six, Archer and Armstrong by Valiant is also really, really good.
Yep.
And the current Black Panther run by Ta-Nehisi Coates, if I'm pronouncing it right, is fantastic at the moment.
Actually, another really good one to chuck in here would be the Walking Dead series.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get on any volume of that. Don't shake your head at me, Amy. It's damn good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't
Cool.
go wrong with it.
All right. I'll try it.
Okay.
Question 21, Amy. Good luck
okay.
reading this one.
Yeah, shit. I get the hard ones. Okay, number 21. Kevin Maguire, John DeMatteis, and Keith Giffen are showrunners for a Justice League International animated show, but you have to drop 3 characters. Which ones?
All the Hawk people. Fuck them off.
Get rid of them.
Okay.
Anyone who lives under the sea. All the Hawk people. There you go.
So there's
So you just want
there's-
ground people.
Okay. Okay. So there's neither of those people, just so
Well-
we're aware.
Okay.
Look, we're not about our facts here, Troy. It's about what I want.
It's just
And
yeah.
when I want it.
I don't want to see any Hawk people.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hashtag no Hawk people.
It is actually a really, really hard question. I haven't read all of the Justice League International that have come out. For super brief background on it, though, it was created by those 3 guys that were previously mentioned. They had to reboot the Justice League of America. They had some problems getting some of the characters like Superman and Wonder Woman and all that sort of stuff. They were gifted Batman, so they kind of brought together like a ragtag kind of bunch of people, heroes, I guess
Yep.
you'd say. So. People like, so you've got Batman and you've got the Martian Manhunter. You've got a Shazam, or Captain Marvel, I should say, but a kind of different version of him. Then you've got like a Guy Gardner Green Lantern. There's Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, Mr. Miracle, Black Canary, Dr. Light, Oberon pops up here and there. I don't know. It's really hard. I guess if I had to say any, based on what I've read and what I can remember, just get rid of Dr. Light, Mr. Miracle, and Oberon, just because, I mean,
What do
they had the
even do?
less impact.
Yeah.
Guy Gardner's relationship with Batman, his back and forth with that is really good. And I think same with him and Shazam. I don't know, man. It's a very, very hard question that deserves more than, the 2 minutes that I can give it.
No, just say no Hawk people, man.
Just no Hawk people and no Undersea people.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I would love to see this happen as an animated movie. It's such a great idea. And there are other characters that pop in later and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff as well. But cool.
It's good to get away from the norm, really.
Yeah,
Breaking
and
the
it's quite funny, and they never really intended it to be necessarily that funny, but it is actually like it's very, very well written. I wish we could talk about it for longer.
Actually, talking like about Justice League animated stuff. Have you seen the Justice League Alternative Universe one? It's like just recent, where I think like Superman's a vampire or some shit.
What?
Oh, that's old.
Well,
I
Didn't
need
it's
to
new.
watch it.
Didn't that come out last year?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fairly
that's
recent
new.
though.
Ish.
Oh, well. Anyway, yes, I have seen it. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah,
I have
they're
not,
gonna.
but I want to.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Watch it tonight, actually.
Next.
Sweet segue, dude.
Yes, totally sweet segue. There's been a few shows that have been cancelled or movies made into comics. Is there any that you would like to see happen?
So
That's a really weird question.
Yeah.
so movies. Are there any movies that you would like to see made into comics? Is that
Or the vice versa?
no? Because that happens all the
No,
time.
Oh, yeah,
wait.
true.
A few maybe cancelled shows or movies made into comics.
That's how I'd read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there have been, TV shows. We'll basically say, and sorry if we're like butchering your question here,
Yeah.
sir, but
Oh, man.
or ma'am, but we are going to go with TV shows or movies that we'd like to see made into comics. What have you got?
Oh shit! Can I like answer that in a different way?
Yeah.
Can I say what cancelled comics or TV shows I want to see made again?
Yeah.
Constantine.
Yeah.
Bring
Well,
that bitch back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. As a TV show, though, do you just want the TV show back? Are you saying?
Yeah,
Or-
because it really have you watched the seasons?
I have.
It ended on like a really good cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I want to see that pay off, man. I want to see him put on that Dr. Fate helmet.
Yeah, at this point, I don't know if it's ever going to happen again.
Yeah.
However, it has, like, it's gotten a fair bit of like, momentum behind it and all that sort of stuff. Matt Ryan is in the Justice League Dark animated movie
Yeah,
as
that
Constantine.
can only be positive, man.
Hellblazer Rebirth just came out as the number one. So the series is kicking off again. So there's every chance that it could happen. But yeah, Constantine, man, for sure.
Yeah.
If that's how you want to answer the question. Again, if we haven't answered it at all, you can just let us know
Yeah.
on the Twitter.
On the Twitter.
On the tweet.
Is it up to me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a long one. So it's in regards to Arrow. So the only person in Arrow that actually died and stayed dead was his mum and dad, and so far they're still dead. What do you think about mid-season they kill everyone except Oliver and keep them dead? Then they can start over with a new cast and new personalities like a Flashpoint, but for Arrow. I can't stop watching the show myself, but starting to hate it, so a reboot would be awesome. So I would look at that as, is it time to reboot Arrow or cancel it altogether, I guess.
The latter.
Cancel it?
Yeah. I think it's had a good run.
Well, it's had a run.
It's had a run. I was so into it at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seasons 1 and 2, never missed an episode. And then
It just
downhill.
fell
Down.
off.
No, and I can understand that. Anyone who listens to the show knows that me and Troy have had a bit of a
Love-hate relationship. Yeah.
with Arrow the last season, especially maybe the season before as well. I don't think rebooting it will do anything good for it. The only thing is maybe look at thinking to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Rebooting it now is just why? Why would you bother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't kill off the characters.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good. The characters are good. It's just the
Yeah.
writing.
Well, and that would
Maybe
be my
just
answer.
kill off the writers.
Well, yeah, similar to that, but with much, much less violence. I
No,
think,
no killing.
you could probably do with a new writing team. And I think like just a whole revamp of the writing
Yeah.
of the show would probably be enough to save it. I don't necessarily agree, kill everybody off and just have a complete reboot. But yeah, I think it could definitely do with a change in writing. But from everything that I've heard about season 5 so far, like I am actually looking forward to it. So I would want to give that its due justice before we, sort of like bury it for good. If season 5 is shit, then the show is done.
Yeah.
I think it's time to
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I do like Arrow. Like, I need to know. I keep up to date with it. I don't necessarily watch every episode of every season, but I need to know what's happening still.
Yeah.
So I hope season 5 redeems it because I would like to watch it regularly.
Well, Stephen Amell is great.
Yes.
He's
in
a
the
super
role.
nice dude.
Kills
Kills
Have you
it
met
as
him?
the character. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
he
Like
does.
he does. He kills it. He's great in the role. He suffers from some terrible writing and story choices.
Yeah,
I guess.
and I can only imagine how frustrating that must be for him. You are kicking goals, but
Yeah.
the rest of your team ain't defending shit.
Yeah.
That's a
Good
poorly
analogy.
poorly formed sports metaphor, but
no,
yeah,
it's perfect because he's a superstar, man.
Yeah.
You need a superstar team. He's getting let down.
yeah. But so are you then? So are you saying his fellow actors then
No,
aren't
no.
pulling their weight?
Oh, no, it's behind the scenes.
You're just
yeah.
talking behind the scenes. Okay, that's fair.
Good.
Good.
Good. Whose turn is it? My turn?
Yep.
All right. Number 24. Do you think it's high time they revisit a Phantom movie or maybe a Defenders of the Earth with Phantom, Flash, Mandrake, and Lothar?
Yep.
None of those kids, though. Screw those little shits. That was the end of
Yeah.
that question.
That's not Amy's point of view. That's a genuine question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to tackle it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. That's my answer.
Happy with no?
Yeah.
It's too old-fashioned. I mean, leave it, man.
Well, I have some bad news for you because Sacha Baron Cohen has actually been cast as Mandrake. So there is every chance that that could lead to a Defenders of the Earth show, like a series at some point, whether they decide to bring them all back in. I say, fuck it, man. I say, let's do it.
Yeah.
I say, let's do it. Let's bring back the Phantom. Phantom, Flash Gordon. Like, wouldn't you want to see those things rebooted? Like, and just have a, I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool.
Nah, man.
Whatever, man.
I think so. I think I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Thank you,
The
Amy.
Phantom's like the poor man's Black Panther.
Well, yeah, but
I
he's
don't
got
wanna
the
see
strength-
that
He's
shit.
got the strength of 10 tigers, man.
That's a lot of strength.
It's a lot of strength.
What's he
And,
going to do with that?
Whatever
Hunt
he
shit?
wants.
Wrestle.
You want to wrestle?
I think it'd be cool. I think a Defenders of the Earth would be better
Yeah.
than just maybe a standalone Phantom movie, and I reckon it's going to happen. So, fuck you in your opinion, Kate.
Well, I don't give a shit what you think.
All
All
right. Next question.
All right. Now, this is actually a pretty damn good question.
Yeah.
Who wins, the Inhumans or the X-Men?
Yeah, so brought about because Marvel have announced a new ongoing series between, like, it's basically Inhumans versus X-Men.
Yeah.
Which is going to be cool as shit.
Man, that's going to
Yeah.
get me back into like reading some hardcore comics here.
Yeah, it'll be a series I definitely pick up.
Mel, if you're listening, get that shit ready for
Get
us.
it ready.
'Cause we're waiting.
It's coming. I say Inhumans. And I love the X-Men, man. I love the
Yeah.
X-Men, but I say Inhumans.
Man, we spoke about this the other day because we're like, oh my God, that's such a good fucking question.
Yeah, it's such a good question.
It all
Gotta send
depends
this.
on like
Kudos.
circumstance.
Yeah. Who is in which team?
Yeah.
Who's it made up of, I
Yeah.
guess?
Yeah.
Because like you got to think, man, like there's some Omega level X-Men. Like you get Iceman in there, man, fucking all the Inhumans be dead like that.
No one be dead because you.
Be stuck doing nothing.
Yeah, think about the Inhuman royal family. So
Yeah.
Black Bolt, as an example,
Oh,
who
yeah.
can level a city with a whisper.
That's true.
That's some mega power.
And then
it's
gone.
huge.
And I think these guys, for the most part, are they're probably more seasoned in the sense of like they have they've kind of I don't know
They're not
because the
teenagers or
Inhuman
whatever.
family. Well, you can say the same thing about X-Men.
Yeah.
You see, it's like it's very hard. It's one of those questions that
Flip a coin.
deserves more
fine.
than a 2-minute answer.
Which needs
Yeah.
to be like a fantasy, like we were talking about.
Yeah. So I'm going
Anyway.
to say Inhumans, and we'll move on. You say X-Men?
Yep.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You're both wrong, and maybe
But-
one day we'll come back. When this series starts, maybe or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll come back and we'll revisit this more.
Yeah.
This is one that I definitely want to revisit because I think that's a really cool battle.
Yeah.
Sure
Yep.
is.
All right.
All right, question 26,
The last question.
the final question. Thank you for joining us on our question answering journey. Question 26: what is your guilty pleasure movie?
Who wants to go first?
You're going to laugh at mine.
Well, you go.
Okay, you
Well,
go.
you go. Then we'll have like 30 minutes of laughter.
Yeah.
And then we'll answer our questions and we'll wrap the show.
It's Mulan, the Disney movie.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my guilty pleasure.
What's wrong with that?
No, that's fine.
Okay, good. I love it.
What are you so worried about? Like,
Yeah.
we're not that judgmental, man.
No, I thought you guys would have like, this fully sick movie, like Die Hard.
Okay, first of all, it's a guilty pleasure, so it's
Yeah.
something that you wouldn't be so willing to say Die Hard.
everyone.
Okay,
you
well,
know.
Mulan is mine.
Okay.
Okay.
Secondly, we don't talk like that either.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys were making fun of my voice earlier.
Yeah, well, you make it easy.
Yeah.
Kate?
Okay. I got a split here.
Ooh.
Damn.
And one of them's going to be like a big curveball.
Okay.
Okay, number one, and Amy's going to fucking regret not saying this one.
Yeah.
It's Mean Girls.
Oh,
Shit.
Yes.
What a good fucking movie.
That's
I
great.
love Mean Girls.
Do you know,
man.
I didn't even think of that because when I think of that guilty pleasure, when I'm sad or when I need a pick me up, I watch Mulan. Now I'm going to watch Mean Girls.
Man, Mean Girls is where it's at.
Yes.
Yes.
Such a good fucking movie.
So quotable.
It's so quotable, man. That's
quotable.
one of those movies, like if you're like flicking through the TV channels, if like people still do that these days,
Yeah.
and you like see that's on TV, man, your night's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, nah, we're not going out to dinner no more, babe. We're
Sorry.
watching this.
Yeah, we're just going to sit here and watch this Mean Girls for
Yeah.
2 hours.
And the next
And
one was
and the next one is Chicago,
the musical.
the musical.
Holy shit, that is a great movie.
It's fucking awesome.
No, I took my husband to see that live and he hated it.
What?
Yeah. He hates musicals.
Okay, that's bizarre because mine is also a musical. If you're finished, I have two, but
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
if you
I
finished.
should've picked two.
Oh, well, we can come back.
Okay, go.
Okay.
And I'll pick another
All
one.
right, so one Mean Girls definitely. That
Yes,
movie is
that's a
like
great
it's not
choice.
something you'd admit to your mates down the pub, but it is such a friggin' good movie. Armageddon is one of mine. It is a shit heap of a movie
Yeah.
when you really get down to like the brass tacks of it.
Yep.
But I really like it. Very, very emotional scene between Ben Affleck and Bruce Willis. You know, when he's Bruce Willis is going
Kevin
off to
Smith?
die. Yeah, I'm going to Kevin Smith it up
yeah.
right now. No, but that movie is like dead set a guilty pleasure. And as far as musicals go, Glee is a TV series. Obviously, we've spoken about already. West Side Story, man.
Oh shit, a classic.
Yeah, a classic.
Damn.
I friggin' love that movie.
All right. Well, now that we've gone with the musicals, one of my favorite, even top Chicago, is Into the Woods. It's a Broadway show.
Nah.
Yes.
I don't even know what that
Oh,
is, so I
man.
can't even like make
There's
shit about
Meryl Streep,
Yeah. And you know,
Johnny Depp.
I loved it before it was a movie.
Yeah.
Like, I liked the Broadway show itself. And I guess Wicked, too, if we're going into any kind of that shit.
Yeah,
I
so-
live for.
We all like musicals.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, good.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Into the
Mulan
Woods was-
and Into the Woods.
Yeah.
it. I'm just going to throw one more in there that probably
Okay.
tops all of this.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
What?
The Fifth Element.
Oh,
No, see, I don't think that's a guilty pleasure because I think that's a movie you can proudly stand
Well,
up
yeah,
and
that's
say.
obviously true. I
Yeah.
just
We
want to
just
throw
could
it out
get
there.
into
I
a
just
list.
wanted to mention.
I just
Fifth
wanted
Element at
I
some
wanted
point.
people to know I like.
Just any Bruce Willis movie.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
think that's the theme.
I feel like this has given people way too much insight into who we are as actual people.
okay, good.
Remember we said guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
I hope no one actually hears this, right? Right? No one
Nah,
listens, right?
everyone is, man.
Excellent. That is it. That is all the questions that we have, or most of the questions that we have that we can get to. We are running out of time. And again, just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who has submitted. Please, all these guys will have like their names in the show notes
Or on the website.
or on the website.
If they don't
A
fit in the
bit
show
everywhere.
notes, like they might look
web.
shit in there. So we're like, I don't like it there.
No,
So
we'll put it there.
Nah, it's on the. Nah, it's going on the website
They're going to
only.
flip a coin.
It's going both.
Go on both.
It's going all over the place.
Reckless, out of control.
Cool.
Love it.
And that's going to bring us to our final segment, Get to Know Your Favorite Heroes, brought to you by Splat Comics and Collectibles, but we don't have too many comics to talk about. However, you can still check out Splat Comics and Collectibles on Facebook,
Yep.
on their website.
Yes.
Go buy heaps of shit from Mel because he does a good job.
He does a very good job. Yeah, we spoke a lot about some comic books anyway, I think, during the questions. So I think we've given you guys like quite a bit of reading to do anyway, if you want.
Some
That's right.
homework.
Go check out All the Injustice. That's what I spoke about. It's so
Gail
good.
Simone Secret Six
Yeah.
trumps all you.
X-Men's.
Just
All the
X-Men.
X-Men.
Just all the X-Men. Start from X-Men, Uncanny X-Men #1,
Yeah.
and then go until you
I wonder
die
what it's
because
up to.
there's so
I only
many.
hear there's a couple.
Yeah, there's only a
hundred.
couple.
Yeah.
Look, that is going to do it for another episode. We do want to thank all our listeners, subscribers, and reviewers, as we always do. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at Comic Confidential Podcast, Instagram and Twitter at Comic Con Pod, YouTube at
Search bar.
as it is, like we say it every week.
Yeah, bloody just search it.
Just search it.
Check out the website. That's comicconpod.com. If you want to support the show, get yourself some Comic Con merchandise.
Yeah.
Not actual Comic Con, but Comic
Comic
Confidential.
Confidential merchandise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
are not
yeah.
affiliated
See what you
with
did there.
Comic Con whatsoever.
Not at all.
If you're listening, Comic Con, we're sorry, sir.
Soz.
But you can support the show by jumping onto our
Yeah, you can.
if you want to support
Yeah.
us. But we also got the Loot Crate if you want to get yourself some cool stuff on there. It actually gives you a discount.
It does.
I don't know if we've ever mentioned that.
No, we haven't, and we probably should have.
Yeah.
That seems
like
to
that's
me
an
like it
important
might
thing,
be some important information that
That
people
might
would
just
want to know.
yeah, that might just get them over the line.
Yeah. Yes, you do get a discount.
Yeah.
And of Comic Confidential Network.
Yes, it's a thing.
Now a thing. There will be a lot more shows coming in the future. We might reach out to some other podcasts as well to come under the network.
It'd be
which
pretty
would
cool
great.
to get like one from each category.
Yeah, I think so, and that's what we want to try to do. Like, we want to create something that's broad. We want everybody we want to reach people from all warps of life.
That's
I'm just
right.
gonna put
Is it
an
warps?
idea
Warps.
out there. and
Warps
say,
of life. Warps.
musical podcast, Broadway podcast.
If you're a Broadway podcast and you somehow listen to this show,
Hit us up.
Hit us up.
Yeah.
But the Advisory podcast, check them out. They are fantastically funny. James
Really
and Todd,
good.
Yes.
Really, really good.
bunch of good kids.
Worst advice, all
Great.
the best advice.
However you want to look at it.
Yeah. I just love it. It's so good.
Yeah.
Can't wait for those shows every week. Anyway, that does it. Another episode done.
That's it. Thanks for listening. As always, I am Troy.
I am Cade.
And I am Amy.
And this has been Comic Confidential.
Cheers.
Bye.
Peace. I said good day.
No, fuck you.